morning. My name is Steve Murray, and I'm the owner-operator of Steve's Great Finds. It's an online vintage clothing store that deals mostly in vintage jerseys, jackets, and hats. And this is how I start every morning. I sit here in my chair, I drink a cup of coffee, I pray, I meditate, and get my mind right for the day. Been doing this business for 11 years, decided that I'm going to show and share my finds, my knowledge, and my stories with the rest of you. I'm going to put every one of my videos in 3 parts. First part, I'm going to share stories with you. Funny things that have happened to me, things of my finds, and just things that I find interesting. Second part of my video, I'll come back and I'll show you what I found on my treasure hunting day. My finds. That's what we all like to see, other people's finds. It makes my heart pound when I find things. I try to share them with my wife. She's a great woman, but I'm sure after a while I start to bore her. I think most of you know how that goes. That's why a lot of you have started videos yourself. And the third thing, I'm going to drop some knowledge on you. Things that will help you learn this business, things that have taught me. If I would have learned earlier in life, maybe I would have made a little bit more money and got more successful faster. So today's story is I'm going to share with you my 5 top finds of all times. My number 1 find of all time was an Emmitt Smith game-worn autographed jersey. Number 2, I found a Kirby Puckett Minnesota Twins game-worn jersey. Both of them I put on auction. Both of them had several people bidding on them. My third great I've never find I kept for myself. It was a Wayne Gretzky autograph, new with tags, Rangers jersey. That one I got certified from PSA, and it is now framed, hanging on my wall. My fourth great find was I found a 1940s, figure 40s, 50s, Illinois College wool jersey. Another great find. And my last one was a Los Angeles Lakers game-worn Larry Kostanovic, I think that's how you say your name, a game jersey. That is one that I am going to share at the end of this video and drop some knowledge on you about a rule that I have learned. That rule is going to help you make some money. It's going to save you the pain that I went through on that jersey. So I'm going to finish the rest of my coffee, and then I'm out. I'm going to go with a buddy, and we're going to go treasure hunting. I'll share with you what we found in just a little while. Let's go. So I am back from treasure hunting, and man, did I find a lot of good stuff, man. Almost everything is sports related, but I found a couple items that are just fantastic. Bought 4 bags full of stuff. Already started cleaning some of them up, but out of 2 bags, because that's how you got to roll. You got to get your business flowing. I don't play around, but I have 2 bags here left. One has jackets, and the other one has jerseys. So I'm going to go through them both, probably pretty quick. I might stop on a few items just to show you the hauls I've got. So I'm going to go kind of fast. This is the Diamond Collection. It's got a couple of the good Cubs patches. It's authentic. It's the Russell Diamond Collection. I like the Russell far more than I like the Majestic. This one's got great color. Here's a Red Sox. This is also a Russell authentic. It's not a Diamond Collection, but if you see, it's signed right there. Not sure who that is, and it's got its signature all over the back. Don't like all the signatures on, but I will research them. I thought maybe this one right here was David Ortiz, but there ain't no way. The more I look at it, it's not Ortiz. So we'll research that. We'll do a little bit more. Here's one of my favorite bears of all time. It's a solid Mitchell Ness. It's a real deal. Mike Singletary, great jersey. Picked up a few Kobe's today. Kobe's are still selling. Class act, great player. Nice purple stitched one here. Didn't pick any great Kobe's up today,
but all Kobe's are good Kobe's. This is the Chicago Bears. This is the warm-up. This is the Nike. This is the good one. Okay, this is the Nike. Just sold one of these last week on auction. Did really well on it, so I'm excited about getting this one back on my site. This is the Carl Banks Mitchell Ness. It's the long sleeve one. It's made for a big guy, but Carl Banks was a great player. And the long sleeve Mitchell Ness, so solid. This is a great jersey to wear during the winter, that's for sure. I think this is Westminster College, but I could be wrong. It's an old one, probably a Wilson. Just made USA. It's the basketball, either a warm up or cheerleader warm up. I think Westminster's college colors were purple and gold, so might have to do some more researching. Maybe not what I thought it was, but you take a gamble sometimes. This is a TL. This is the Russell. This is the Majestic Authentic Tim Lipscomb number 55. This is my size. Might hang on to it. We'll see. Oh, this is a great one. This is the Barkley Rockets, and it's the reversible. Faded a little bit on this side, but for an entry collector who's starting on their champion road, they won't have to pay as much for this. In great shape, 100, 125, shape like this. I'll probably start the auction at 50, ask 65, buy it now. It will sell. It's a good jersey. Got a couple of the All-Star jerseys. This is the East All-Star Iverson 76ers Reebok. They always sell fast. This is one of my favorite players of all time. It's Garnett. Most of them stitched. Great jerseys. This is the Rawlings, Yankees Rawlings. Great jersey. This is an adult 44, so it's a large. Nice. This is where you gamble a lot of times because you don't know every player. I should have figured out 23 wasn't a guy named Reese, but I wasn't sure. But still, it's the Starter Authentic. Somebody will bid on this. This is really easy to change the name on the back. You just send it to a place. That's going to be real easy to change. So good jersey, good price. This is a Tour de France cycle jersey. Somebody's just, it's nice to have throw a few cycle jerseys. Here's a Kobe. This is the screen printed one. Nice color. A little fading in the graphics, but the color's really bright. I'll put this up for auction. Let people decide what they want to pay for it. I got another Kobe. A little dirtier, not as clean. It's the 2XL. Hard to find these Reebok 2XL, so we'll get it going. Before I say who this is, everybody know? We all know who 33 is, right? Who's 32? That's right, Kevin McHale. Nice sand knit. Good jersey. Another champion. It's a little faded, but I got a buyer for every size 44 and 48 I find. It's a Weber, it's a Bullets, hard jersey to find. Another entry collector, but like I said, I don't need an entry collector on this because the guy who trades with me, he's got a buyer for every one of these. So no matter what kind of condition, he tells me to buy them, and he'll snag them from me. It's the Marbury. It's a champion again. It's the gray one. Again, a size 44. Even though it's not the pro cut, it will sell. Then got myself a hockey jersey. Don't know much about this one, but a little research and I'll know. It's probably a Russian team. Somebody out there already knows it, right? You already know who this is. Larger size, but I just love the color and the graphics on this one. Again, it's going to take a little research, but I won't list it until I figure out exactly. It won't take a lot of research. Here's my jackets. Here's the ones I'm excited the most about. This is the DeLong 49ers. Great gold color, the old DeLong ones. Nice stitching on the sleeves. Most of it's screen printed, but the stitching on the sleeves is nice. It's a great jacket. Bought a couple ducks, the starter pullovers. The pullovers didn't have a detached hood. This one's got great color, great duck on the back. This is an adult. In here, I also got a kids, but it's a kids XL. So like I said, a small man or a larger woman will buy this, and that's why when I buy youth, I try to stick with the XL because I know there's an adult platform out there too. Here's what I've never seen, and I am excited about it. It's got the hood on it. It's the Budweiser Pro Player. Look at the back of this graphics. Oh my goodness, this is so clean. I just can't believe how nice this jacket is. For those of you who know a little bit minor league baseball, this is the starter. This is the New Jersey Cardinals. Just had one of these last month, sold it. This one's great shape, great color. It's gonna go fast. There's a lot of minor league collectors out there. And a lot of you probably aren't into the minor leagues yet, but get to know them. They're great. Onings Corningware, LA Rams. Nice. It's perfect for the LA weather. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's a nice little windbreaker type. The color is fantastic on this one. Living out in Long Beach, the Ram stuff goes well right now, and it's good. We all know about the USA Olympic one starters. Atlanta, 1996. Look at the flags. I wish I would have had this last week, but look at the flags. People go bonkers over these. Same with the eagle in the back. This is a great one. Here's another Barcelona. Not as colorful, but it's got a great tag in it. It's the champion one. I don't think I've ever seen a champion one. So it's got the hood in it. Like I said, a lot of these things are hard to find with hoods, but this one comes with a roll-up hood, so it's a great one. USA Pro Player, 1995, so the 96 team basketball jersey, jacket, lightweight. It will sell. There's a lot of basketball collectors for the USA Olympic team. And for those you don't know, these are the Ford racing jackets. Back, it's got that lining in it, right? This is probably a Laker. It is. But look at the patch. Okay, those of you again who are into cars and vintage cars, you know exactly what that is. That is the Hijacker Gabriel shocks. I will not sell this. I will put this up for auction and let the people bid on them. I see the patches all the time. The patches run for a pretty good penny by themselves. But to see a jacket this clean like this, I was excited about this. So that is just half my finds today. I don't want to overdo the video for everything I found, but you can see I'm excited. Came home to share it with you. I'm going to pause, I'm going to wash, I'm going to hang, I'm going to take pictures, I'm going to measure, I'm going to post on my sites, and then I'm going to get rolling on everything else I need to do. So later on today, when I'm more relaxed and it's not as hot, I'm going to drop some knowledge. Remember, if you watched the beginning of the video and you didn't jump ahead, I'm going to drop some knowledge about a jersey I undersold. And I'm going to tell you the best way when you find something like that Westminster, like the hockey jersey I came. I don't know enough about it, but they caught my attention. So before I'm going to sell it, I'm going to do some research. I'm going to figure some things out. The Hijacker one, if I would have saw it and I wasn't a person who was raised back in that era where I remember the shocks, I would have thought, what a cool jacket. It's on the old Ford line jacket, so I know they sell for good money. I've been excited about it, but I would have researched it before I sold it. So that's what we're going to get into. And there's great sites out there to help you research. And I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to start listing and getting going, and we'll watch the rest of this video, and it's going to show you a rule, another great rule to help you make some money, you know? All right. So the night is all winding down, and I promise you I'll drop some knowledge on you. Hopefully you stuck around, you saw my great finds. What I've been doing in between showing you the finds and now is I clean them all, I take pictures of everything, I measure so people don't have to ask me about the measurements. It always helps people out. And I start posting. Probably out of the 65, I've already got about 45 listed. I don't play around. We'll show you that rule some other time. And I've sold 3 or 4 already and got a lot of interest. So that's a key for me, is just get the job done in a day, and then I have the rest of the week just to sell. And I buy other things off other people when they come over and they contact me and stuff like that. But my big buys are once a week, and it's a day's journey. So I dropped some knowledge about the Larry Kristanovac jersey, Lakers. So this is when I first started, around 2011, when I really started getting the jerseys. I met a nice guy named Omar. We're great friends now. We hunt together. We treasure hunt together. He went with me yesterday. And he didn't have a lot of internet access at the time. He asked me if I could sell this jersey. Lakers jersey, had a name on the back of it. Didn't have a lot of knowledge about it. So I think we put it for $150 and it sold instantly, which was curious to me. Why did this no-name player sell so fast? Well, I learned. Know what you're selling before you sell it. And that's what I learned. That jersey, within minutes of selling it, I had at least 5 people contact me, and one guy offered me as much as 5 times what I sold it for. It was a game-worn jersey. One thing you'll know is if you see a player's name on the back of a jersey that you don't know, it's either a fan's jersey or it's a game jersey. Because Nike, Adidas, Reebok, they're not going to sell jerseys in their stores of players they don't know. And then you'll get to know the way that every jersey, every sport has their own way to say it's a game jersey. But research that. In baseball, some of the older ones, you flip up the inside. Remember the Cardinals jersey? The tag was in there. Some of the football ones, the tag's in the collar. It'll say the number, the position, and the year. You know, sometimes all the size. There's a lot of ways to do it, but you can talk about that some other time. But the rule is, know what you're selling before you're going to sell it. Don't do what I did with that jersey, where I could have made more if I just would have took a little time, researched it, and figured it out. But we learn from our mistakes, and so that's what I've done. There's a lot of apps out there that can show you what things have sold for before. The Worth app, I don't know if many of you heard it. It shows you what things have sold for. Like recently, I got a great Beatles jersey that I never seen before. I bought it, didn't overpay for it. And we went home, I found a person who was selling that exact jersey. I only found one. He was asking $1,100. Read his story. It's a real interesting story. He's never seen another one. He knows it's rare, so he's asked this money. Well, I went to my Worth app. I found about 9 of them jerseys that have sold. They sold for decent money, but not $1,100. Not even close to $1,100. So I realized that I could overprice myself and look silly. But because it was a jersey I never seen before, I bought it, but I researched it before I tried to sell it. And that's what you have to do. If it's something like my Kirby Puckett jersey, I just put it up for auction, and I did not set a price. I just put a beginning price and let the bid take itself. And that's what I recommend on things you don't know. Put them up for auction. Put them on a long auction, 10-day auction, and just let it run its course. There's people out there who know what you have, and that's what you have to do. But that's the rule, the knowledge I've dropped today. Research. Know what you have before you sell it. So I'm out of here. Hope you all have a great night, great day, whatever time you watch this video. It's time for us to hit the bed and get up tomorrow and start running wild again. So God bless. Peace out.